when we have cars on AutoTrader or Cars.com. Depending on the pricing, if the customer is looking for a car, you don't even exist because you know what? They're coming back every month. I won't take the name of these providers. They come back every month, every second month. They sell you a special package that, you know what, you'll be the special premier dealer, what have you. You're on top now. And then they go out sell the same premiership to every single dealership in the area. Then come back next month or 2 months, 3 months later. Hey, we have super premium site. If you sign that up, you'll be on top. Otherwise, you'll be in the bottom because other people will be on top. They will have super premium site. Well, we got to eat that because it costs additional $1,000 per month now. Guess what? 2 months later, they come back again. We have Golden Jubilee or Diamond Jubilee site now. Now, if you pay for this, you'll be on top. Otherwise, you're in the bottom again. It is kind of a joke, but I'm not laughing at that. It costing me a lot of money. Naturally, we have to promote Naples.com, or we have to get together and promote, the internet customers to come to the dealership site to make a beneficial, benefit to our community.
So, off camera, you're not a fan of AutoTrader, huh?
No. I like AutoTrader. We sell a lot of cars AutoTrader. You can say that. It's not an AutoTrader only. You know what?
It just drives me nuts. They don't seem to get. I'm trying to stick to, and maybe I'm off, but it's like I'm trying to stick to a 10%. I want my marketing, my advertising to be 10% of my gross, and I can show them, and it gets more and more and more expensive. But I don't see the ROI off these new products.
No, you don't, because thing is this: if you remember initially when these third-party lead providers came in the market, the way they sold you the product was scared you. Okay, take away.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't sign up, I will give this territory to your neighbor, and guess what? Your competition will have all your leads from your area. So fear of losing those customers, these dealerships sign up with these companies. And you know what? These companies are reaping the rewards since day one. Internet supposed to be just a fad according to the dealerships, dealer groups. They realize after a long time that it's not going away. Now they want to get on this, stream of sales of internet, but these third-party lead providers, they have 10 years head start compared to us. That is the issue. But again, if all the dealerships got together and with associations and they work together, they can enhance. They can get some of the territory back. We lost territory, and we are feeding all their money, hard-earned money, to make these third-party lead providers grow bigger and bigger. That's what it is. They take my inventory, they post my inventory, then come back to me and say, listen, pay me $3,000. If the dealers don't have the inventory, they have nothing left. They can't sell their insurances, they can't sell their mortgages, they can't sell one of those things on their site.
Interesting. I have never heard, no one's put it like that. No one has, there's a lot of dealers frustrated with third-party lead providers, and I'm sure a lot of that, or some of that frustration is what's driving your comments there, but no one's put it like that, that it's the fact that we're 10 years behind they are. Eventually we'll probably reclaim a lot of it, if not most of it, from them.
Right.
But they do. They have and it was because they came in and said, look, I'm going to come in, I'm going to get X amount of leads, and I'm going to give them to somebody else if you don't do it.
Actually, you know what? They have a 10-year start, but they're so greedy that they will lose it, though. Because if you imagine a customer goes to a third-party lead provider, they take that lead and they recycle the leads. They send it back again and again, and they send the same leads to 10 different dealerships, 5 different dealerships. Naturally, eventually, they will they will carve with their hands in the cookie jar. Their hands in the cookie jar right now, and they're getting it. But how long, I don't know.
What's the most important thing when deciding who to sign up with for a third-party lead provider, or do you just sign up with them all? If you have to prioritize them, how do you decide? I'm lucky in one sense that I have a bird's eye view of a huge enterprise, and I can see who's really providing return on my investment. I have providers that I sign up, and I tell them, you know what, if in 30 days I don't see a result, I'm out. And guess what?
I sign up all the stores. Within 30 days, I know how it is working. Maximum 45 days. If it's not working, it's not working. And in the last 5-7 years, I have found out what providers are really sending the leads, what providers are just recycling it or generating leads. I said earlier that they send spams, they generate leads, and they send it to you. I caught them all. I know who they are, and I just don't sign up with them. One lead provider is not very expensive and provide me one of the best leads. I'm surprised. It's automotive.com. And when they say exclusive lead, I have tested them several times. And they are exclusive lead. I'm surprised. So far.
Yeah, they're calling me right now. Maybe I need to slow down and give them a better thought. Yeah. Yeah.
They say exclusive, and they say exclusive, they mean exclusive, which is good.
Do you guys use video?
We're using Co-Video. Have you heard the name?
Yeah, so you use videos, you do video emails?
Yeah, video. We send video emails. And we have 2 different companies we are using right now, and it's like a beta testing. With 2 stores using 2 different companies, and we have seen some results. We have not really come to the conclusion that how it's going to affect totally.
Do you do video walkarounds or anything on your websites? Is there any other media presentation like that you do?
This company that's doing one store, they're doing that. Phil Sura, what company is that? What they do is they take the picture of a car all the way around and build a stream video on that one. It looks like it was a walk around. It's not the actual walk around video, but it is sort of like a video for the customers.
Do you find that when you look at your site traffic or your stats, that draws people to them? Are customers looking at those? Are they clicking on the videos? Are they watching them? Too early to tell.
Too early to tell. We just started that a couple months ago, and we're still analyzing it right now.
I see.
But I think, according to the other reports I read, they makes a difference. I don't know.
Interesting. Where do you think it's going? I mean, where is a dealer? Okay, I'm an average dealer. Where's it going? And what do I have to do to get ahead?
Here I can say manufacturer are at fault. They can help us get better. I have situation where I have Mazda, I have Ford, I have Jaguar, I have Lincoln Mercury. They all Ford, of course. And then we have Mercedes-Benz, and we have from Chrysler, 5-star Chrysler. And all these providers, we have 60 franchises. All these providers have their own unique way of thinking. And they think their system is the only one should we work. After going again and again, going through the process and going through routine work that we do, we realize what process works best. But we still have to comply with those 5 stars or what have you, to comply with their as a dealer, certified dealer, to get the leads. We have to do things that ordinarily I would not do. There is no standard across the industry. And sometimes these vendors, again, not third party, now these are the vendors, like lead management vendors or some website providers. They were early on, they got in bed with the manufacturers, and they are dictating what manufacturers should do and how they should run their business. Now, their interest is self-interest of the providers, of their vendors. They keeping their interest ahead of the consumers and the manufacturers and the dealers, just to capture the market so they'll get the benefit. If I can have better response to my customers, I can take care of my customers better, I can have better CSI. If manufacturers just say, okay, you know what, we saw your process is working fine, we'll let you do your process. Now, I have 30 stores. If I have every manufacturer looking for a different way of doing things, it's throwing me off balance, trying to manage and trying to service the customers. What they have to do is to get on the program, say, okay, all right, we have these standards. And if they want to keep track of reporting that, hey, listen, the question, they asked me one time, I asked somebody, they said, well, you know what, Mr. Hamid, the reason we have this so we can track our dealership performance to make sure they respond to the customer, they're doing this, they're doing this, they're doing this. Well, you know what? They can certify all the top ranking CRMs and say, okay, all right, you provide us reports, XYZ format, XML format. We need this, this, and this field we need. If I have, the manufacturer say, if I have all those information, you can use the product. The question, again, the answer was from the manufacturer rep, well, you know, they can make up the numbers. Well, they can make up the numbers as possible, but you know what? There's something called auditing. If you're really afraid of that, then audit those people once in a while. You cannot make up numbers on the emails, the timestamp. You cannot change those. If you find out a vendor is violating your trust, get rid of them. It'll keep them on. It's a balance. Now what happens is a provider wants to be on board to receive all the leads. They have to provide the manufacturer everything. Now if I'm using iCar Magic, if they receive all the leads from all the providers, from all the manufacturers, guess what? I can have better handle on it, and they will receive the reports. The CRM company says they will send the report, no problem. Whatever they want, we'll send it. But manufacturer says, no, we only want to use this provider or this CRM because we like it. You know why we like it? Because they won't tell you. They're in bed with them, that's all. I'm very candid. I'll tell you what it is.
I'm running into that with the Mitsubishi. It's like I feel obligated to use AVV.
Yes.
But as a group wide, I'd rather use
Dealer socket.
Dealer socket because it's just way more comprehensive.
Right.
So I'm not saying that's the best one to use, but who do you use? But
We use iCar Magic, the Magic Labs. That is the one that integrates my BlackBerry very well.
oh, really?
Instant, yeah. Dealer socket we use in one store, and I talked to Jason, who's the senior programmer at Dealer Socket, and he said he will put it on the agenda to work it, and he told me probably 6 to 8 months he will probably develop it. Then I'm using it for last 8 years. It's okay, no problem. I'll wait. I don't need it right now from them, so.
You've already got it.
iCar Magic is affordable or more affordable than Dealer socket?
Oh yeah, quarter of the price probably,
Oh,
maybe less than that.
that then.
What are there other things you want to talk about? Other comments you want to make?
Just thinking the audience are dealers. I mean, I think the most people are going to buy this are dealers that are like my dealership. That guy brought me in, and it interested me because of the documentary. Because I was going to get a sales manager job, something that's flexible so I can travel. And he said, you know, I really want to do this. I've tried. I've had 8 guys come in here. Couldn't get it to work. I need to get this to work. What do these guys need to know at this point?
What's your biggest recommendation to that dealer?
Walk the walk. You can talk. You can always say, well, listen, you know what? I want to be successful. I want to do this. But you know what? Again, tools, technology, training, and support. If you're not providing this, then get ready for failure. That's all.
Make the investment. You think most dealers aren't there because they won't make the commitment?
No.
They put their toe in their water and they're complaining because, you know.
Well, they want the chicken first or the egg first. I don't know. But you know what? If you cannot invest what you believe in, you're actually just saying you don't believe in actually. You have to invest in the property. You have to invest in the building before you get the franchise. Now, before you get the internet results, you have to invest in the internet department. You know, sometimes I have seen that they bought the computer, they bought this, and they don't have internet access. They have a dial-up connection still, some places. I said, wait a minute. You spend $5,000 for the hardware. Now you're afraid of buying $100 a month BlackBerry or $100 a month for internet access. You know, it doesn't make sense. They go to extend and then they stop because they want to get the reward. They don't go all the way. That's the issue there. My friends, my colleagues, you know, my dear dealers, that's what they are missing at. If they just get on board wholeheartedly, there are results there. You can get the reward.
That's a great comment. That is a great comment right there.
Are we good?
I think yeah.
You all done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, cool.
Wow.
Forcibly?
Forcibly. They asked me if I can please come and join and express my experience with my peers. The topic is very huge. When you say automotive e-commerce enterprise level, it's such a huge, such a vague topic that I really, when I start making the presentation, it was 65 slides.
All right.
Then I had to, when I did a dry run at home, figured out it was going to take me 3 hours, so I had to start cutting. So I decided to start chopping here and there. So you may find some few slides missing, not because it was by design it's missing. So it will not take more than the time given to me, allowed to me. Why today's topic? What we want to do is to educate our peers, our friends. We are all in the business together. I love this business. I want to make sure that we all know where we are heading. Automotive industry is changing drastically. Everybody is going towards e-commerce. Our business is growing tremendously. And I want to make sure that I share my experience with all the members possible so we can improve our sales. And of course, educate automakers. Anybody here from automakers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Educate me.
I can do education for you. Because you guys, I'm sorry to say, they make decisions and they implement decisions regardless they work or not. And we have to live by that example.
That can be true.
Especially for enterprise dealerships, like they have groups. I have, I deal with, we have 30 stores, 64 franchises. I have Mercedes-Benz, 4 of them. I have Honda. They have their own compliances they want me to use. ABB, somebody wants me to use. Autobase, someone wants me to use. And they want me to use that, no other choice. Otherwise, they will take away our money, incentives, and compliance issues. It's very difficult. So I really want to make sure that this is a topic by itself, is a huge topic, and it has to be addressed by all the manufacturers. They have to get back in the business to support us to make sales. We can be doing a great job in an enterprise. We can be doing an excellent work. But manufacturers comes in and say, listen, you know what? You are a 5-star Dodge dealer. We only will give you the leads into your web edge, which is, I'm sorry, I'm not very fond of.
Useless. Horrible. Sorry.
I cannot say that as a speaker.
I can.
But go ahead, I can accept your call.
What manufacturer are you with?
I'm Corey Cox. I work for Infinity Division of Nissan North America.
Thanks for coming.
I'm glad to be here. Good service at this.
Walk across the street and tell you.
Now,
Hey, punching bag and whatever else you need this morning.
now, third one is I'm sorry. Actually, my topic is very large and a lot of slides here. I'm trying to get going faster. I speak louder. Can you hear me in the back?
Yep.
I thought so. It's not that long anyway. Bring dealers and vendors together. I was reading an article, just came yesterday in my door front. Your vendors need to be in the same battle for profitability that you are in. If they get it, you and they will succeed. That was by Peter Brando. He's one of my favorite writer. I like him. And really, we are teamwork. We are partners. And if we understand each other's important issues, it will help us sell more cars, make more money, have better CSI. Ultimately improving our industry from vendors, from dealers, from customers. Yes? Oh, I thought you were raising your hand. By doing all of these issues, we will have better results, better ROI, more sales, more growth, better CSI, and we all be happy. I think this is my goal. That's what the topic is all about. Again, the topic is huge. Why me? I will talk about myself for only 2 minutes. I'm in the car business since 1977. 78, I sold my first car with a dealership in Chicago called Z. Frank Chevy. I'm 28 years old, by the way. I have worked as a salesperson. I have worked as a finance manager, lease manager. When I was a lease manager, my title was Dr. Lease. And I have earned quite a few recommendations from Toyota when I was a finance manager. They sent me to my whole family to Bahamas. So I know the car business, and I know the technology. Auto e-business for last 10 years. I have personally worked as an internet manager, worked as a sales manager, finance manager, and I have also bring a group from 0 sales to 110 sales for that dealership alone. Educated and always learning. I have attended Keller Graduate School of Management for MBA program in Chicago, a prestigious school, a good school. I think I have learned quite a bit over there. They have helped me a lot. And I'm always learning. I don't know all the answers, but I'm willing to learn. And of course, I will share those answers with you as time permits. Very innovative. I like innovations. I like to add things to this industry. Whatever I can do, I want to make sure that I add and I bring to the table. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, at least I try. Experience as a customer. I have bought several cars for me, my wife, my children, my families. As a dealer, I started a small used car lot. I sold it. Of course, not enough money. And a vendor. In 1999 and 2000, I worked as a partner with a company called eDealer Tools. We used to go out and train dealerships, set up their BDCs, set up their internet programs. And it was a good system, just didn't work out with the partners. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today. But I like this business very much. So that's why I'm here. So I may bring you some information that I have learned with my experience, and hopefully will help you, and hopefully I will learn a few more things from you guys. When people say e-commerce, what is e-commerce? Quick information here. Anything on the internet distributing, buying, marketing, and servicing of products, services over the electronic systems such as internet and or other computer networks. Internet sales is part of it, BDC is part of it, service and parts and the whole CRM, which is the same.